Hey guys, it's me, Kat. I'm here again and I want to play a game. I asked on TikTok and on my Instagram for y'all to go ahead and give me never have I ever's, so I will be doing that now. So instead of like putting my fingers down or walking forward or something like that, I'm just gonna read them and then I'm gonna tell a story that comes to mind if I have done it. So this will be a fun story time as well. But let's get started. Okay, so the first one that I get is, never have I ever asked my mom for $10 and promised to pay her back, but didn't. I'm pretty good at paying back my mom. If I don't pay back my mom, she'll get it anyways. Okay, so the next one is, never have I ever had a one-night stand. I've never had a one-night stand. I can't stand all night. And the next one, never have I ever shouted at an inanimate object. I have named every single piece of my medical equipment when it fucks up, and I get onto them too. Here's the next one. Never have I ever cheated. I've cheated on like school stuff, but I've never cheated on a relationship. I'm pretty loyal. But I can't read very well, so I'm a cheater. Never have I ever dropped my phone in the toilet. I don't think I've ever dropped it in the toilet. I've almost dropped it in the toilet like multiple times, but not yet, so hopefully it never happens. Okay. Never have I ever been arrested. So I've never been arrested, but I have gotten picked up by police and stayed in custody. I ran away and from school, and so they ended up finding me, and then they held me for a while, and then they took me to my dad's house. But I wasn't arrested or anything. It was just a very shitty day. It was very weird. Never have I ever dated two people at once. Okay, so when I was in 7th grade, I had this boyfriend and I really liked his sister, so like I would go spend the night with his sister to just hang out with her, but I like didn't really like the boyfriend at this point, so I kind of like dated like a brother and sister for a second. But this was like in 6th and 7th grade. It didn't count or anything, but that sucks. Makes me a bad person. Never have I ever milked a cow. I have not milked a cow. I've gone to a museum where they show you how to milk cows with machines. It's very weird and it makes me feel bad. But I've never milked a cow myself. I love cows. I want some so bad. Never have I ever thought about my ex while talking to my boyfriend. Oh, let's see. Not really. If I did think about it, I'll be like, dang, I'll be talking to my boyfriend about like how awesome he is, and then that'd be all, and I'll talk about how not awesome the other person was. So that's like kind of the only thing that I would talk about. I don't really care about my exes. I don't really have that many. I just dropped. I ain't playing that shit. Never have I ever fallen in public and could not get up. Multiple fucking times. The worst one is when I had to go to the Health and Human Services Department to try to get some benefits because I was really struggling. And on the way out, I was walking out with my walker, and there's these little, like on ramps and stuff, there's these little like ridges so you don't go as fast. But my wheel got stuck, and the wheelchair went sideways, not the wheelchair, the walker went sideways, and I went straight down forward, and I busted my head open, and then nobody fucking helped me. Like, it was outside a freaking government office, and no one helped me. I ended up having to drive myself to the doctor, like, I don't know how long later. It was very, very hard. But yeah, so I did get up eventually, just, it took a while. Next one. Never have I ever been hit on by someone that was too old. Bro. So we were leaving my grandma's house with me and my mom. We were just sitting at a stoplight. Then a car drives by and rolls down his window and kind of motions me to roll down my window. And I'm like, oh, this must be my cousin. He kind of looked familiar. He was Mexican too. I was young. But then I roll down my window and he looks at me and he's like, hey babe, you want to go on a cruise? And I'm like, oh my God. And this is I rolled up the window and we had to stay at the stoplight for a second. And I was like, oh my God, they're going to steal us. And I was like freaking 13 at the time. And I was like, oh my God, this is bad as shit. But yeah, it has happened. Never have I ever hid a piercing or tattoo from my parents. Yes, I had my septum done. I had a bull ring or whatever, so I can flip it like this. I did that for a while. Other than that, I didn't really hide my piercings. I don't have any tattoos yet. Never have I ever went skydiving. Can't go skydiving. Maybe I can, I'll die, I don't know. I haven't done it though. We'll see what happens one day. Never have I ever pulled a prank on my family member. So, oh my gosh, it's either like we switched the sugar with the salt, that fucked them up, but I also, when my little sister was little and I was little too, I tricked her into going outside while she was naked to go ask my mom a question, and my mom was talking to the neighbor, and so she got in really bad trouble, so I like totally set her up. And like the neighbor was like, no, it's okay, and my mom was losing it on her, and my sister like did not know what to do, but I was just in the house like, that was fucked up. Never have I ever shoplifted. I plead the fifth. Never have I ever laughed so hard at your own joke, but the other person didn't think that it was funny. I make fucking pun jokes all the time, and my boyfriend hates my humor, and I do it. He thinks it's so cheesy, but I'm like, come on, it's so funny. I love dad jokes. It's just like, get over it. But yeah, he does not think that it's funny at all. He just like sits there with the crickets. Cheep, cheep. Nothing. Never have I ever hidden from someone in public because you didn't want to deal with them. Every single person that I've ever met in my hometown, I will try to avoid. I don't want anything to do with them. That's all I gotta say. Never have I ever went on a first date and had to make an escape plan. I think that I do that like with every single occasion. Not even just dates. Like I make plans so I can run away. I don't want to go anywhere. I don't go anywhere. Okay, so the last one. Never have I ever woken up to formula spill you didn't notice the night before and then panicked super hard because you thought that you puked in your sleep. That's happened multiple times because I have puked in my sleep. I've had multiple leaks and stuff. I've ruined the bed so many times. They call it fed the bed. I'm just like, wow. But yeah, I honestly don't even care anymore. I'm so numb to it. It's just something else. My boyfriend fucking hates it. Like, I'm like, there's nothing I can do about it. Sometimes it just happens and I'm just like, whatever, I was asleep. But yeah. Well, that's it, guys. And I want to thank y'all for y'all's participation and thank you for your awesomeness. So thanks for watching. If you want, subscribe and like. You're awesome. And then I'll see y'all later.